Hi lovies, and welcome back to my channel. Before I start, I want to just say a big thank you to all of you for sticking with me for the past few weeks. It has been so hectic for me, and yeah, but I am getting there. I am doing okay, and today I wanted to speak to you on my top 10 tips as to how I grew my natural hair, because some of the questions that I hear most often is, how is your hair growing so quick? What do you use in your hair? What do you do because your hair is growing so quick? And I sometimes really don't know what to answer, but I am hoping that with these tips that I am going to give you today, it will help you in some way or the other in your hair journey, whatever texture of hair you decide to go with. So here goes. So tip number one for me would be to learn your hair and love your hair. I don't believe in typing my hair. I have never believed in doing it with all the 4C's and the 4A's, and I don't do it. So I believe that every head of hair is unique. So you have to take time to learn your hair and love your hair for what it is in its own uniqueness. Taking the time to learn your hair and loving your hair is what makes the difference in your hair journey. So love your hair for what it is and not for what you think it may be based on what somebody else's hair looks like. So if someone asks me what my hair type is, I would say my hair type is mine. It is mine in its own uniqueness, and I love it for whatever it is in its hard times, in good days. I love it for what it is, which is uniquely mine. My number two tip would be care starts from the inside. So often we concentrate on the products that we put in our hair and the styles that we put on, but we often forget that care starts from what we take into our bodies. Just like every organ in our body, our hair needs the proper nutrients in order to thrive. So we have to make sure that we are feeding our bodies right in order to ensure that we see the results in our hair. So I ensure that I always take in the right foods, drink lots of water. I always eat a balanced diet. Of course, I binge every now and then. Who doesn't, right? But I do ensure that when I do, I go right back in eating what I normally eat in order to make sure that my body is healthy, my skin is healthy, and also that my hair is healthy. My number three tip would have to be, don't be a product junkie. Find what works for you and stick to it. Not because everyone is trying a particular product, you have to say, oh, I think I should try this. Oh, I think it does well for her hair, so it might do well for mine. No. I try my best to always, if someone asks me what I use in my hair, just stick to the basic stuff. And what works for me may not necessarily work for you. So I would tell you what works for me and just say, always find what helps you. And that also brings me to tip number 4. Oils are your friends. So if anyone asks me what I use in my hair, that is one of the first things that I say, oils. So oils like castor oil and coconut oil and olive oil, I have found has helped very tremendously in my hair growth journey and helping to grow my hair and also in retaining moisture for my hair. Even when I was growing up, I would look at my great grandmother and my grandmother and even my mom, you know, make coconut oil and make castor oil. And I tell you honestly, guys, if I knew then these oils would be so wanted on the market, I would have paid closer attention. I would maybe have my own manufacturing company right now. Understand? And there is so much information on the internet, guys, that you can just research on these oils and try it and see which one works best for you. Number 5 for me would have to be adopt a nightly routine. I had to learn this the hard way because sometimes sticking to a routine can be so tiring and so time consuming, but it helps in the long run. I have had nights where I decided to just wear my hair out in a puff that day, and the night I came and I would be like, really, you know what, just go to bed. And then I would get up in the morning and I would be just so frustrated with combing my hair because it would be so dry and it would just be a problem in the morning. My number 6 tip would have to be your scalp care. So often we tend to disregard the importance of our scalp in maintaining healthy hair and in growing our hair. Going back natural made me realize that I needed to pay more attention to my scalp and how I treated my scalp. Adopting a scalp massaging routine has helped me tremendously because I have found that doing my massages on my scalp has helped so much in releasing the tension of styling during the day, or even if my hair is in a protective style, I still ensure that I do my massages as well. So I do my massages for, like, let's say 3 to 4 minutes at least twice a week, and that has helped so much in keeping my scalp rejuvenated, and it has also helped in increasing the blood flow to my scalp, which in turn helps with hair growth as well. And that also brings me to tip number 7: be gentle. Gentle not only on your scalp but on your strands as well. And so often we want to just take a comb and just put into our hair and say, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna do something quick. No, I have found that being gentle on your strands and on your scalp helps so much with growing your hair and retaining that length. My tip number 8 would be wash when needed. I remember when I was growing up, my mom would religiously wash our hair every Saturday, and that worked for me. So that's why when I decided to go back natural, I still adopted washing my hair every week because it helped me back then and it worked back then. So why wouldn't it work now? It comes back to my tip number 1: learning your hair. If to you think your hair needs a wash every week, then why not wash every week? I still wash my hair every week. The only time I don't wash every week is if my hair is in a protective style, which is not very often because I love combing my hair, but that's another story. I still wash my hair every week. So learning your hair, and that tip is just so important, guys. Learning your hair ensures that you know what your hair needs. For me, washing my hair every week has helped tremendously in the way my hair has grown for the past, almost 2 years. And I will keep washing it every week when needs be and whenever it needs to be washed. My number 9 tip, and I think what would be a very important tip, would be to be patient. If you go online and you read about hair growth and hair growth rate, you would note that hair grows at least half an inch every month. For some people it may be more, for some it may be less, but you have to be patient. Your hair won't grow overnight. My hair didn't grow overnight. I mean, I wish it would have. It would have been at my goal length right now. We have to be very patient and know that the hair is growing even sometimes when we don't see it. And I sometimes don't even see my growth until I look back at pictures, because sometimes I look at my hair and I comb it and I'm like, really? You're not going anywhere. I have to treat you so right. I have to take time to moisturize. I have to take time to wash, and you're really not growing. So what are you doing? And then I look back on a photo of a month ago and I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry. You really are growing. I apologize. And okay, just go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. While we may want our hair to grow quickly, it may not always grow at the rate that we want it to. But so keeping that patience and knowing that it will get there helps a lot in the journey. And my final tip, guys, would have to be just have fun with it. I mean, we are sometimes so bent on wanting the twist outs and the braid outs and the perfect hair. Oh please, we have our bad hair days, and on those bad hair days, your hair can look the best that you can imagine. I remember there was a day, I think recently, I had my hair in some chunky twists, and then I just removed the twists and I went into town and everybody was like, oh my gosh, your hair looks so nice. And I'm like, really? I am saying to myself, I'm having like a totally bad hair day today, but then everybody is saying how it looks so nice. So appreciating your hair and just having fun with it, you just do stuff. If you're home and you want to just have your hair out, or if you're going to town and you just want to have your hair out, then why not do that? We don't have to always stick to society's expectations of what neat hair is, because there are times you want to just go crazy and you want to just be you. So why not do that? So guys, those are my top 10 tips. I will list them in the bottom that you can have a look at if you want. and I am hoping that it helps you in some way or the other. If there is any other area that you all want me to address as part of my hair routine, you can feel free to leave a comment in the bottom. I thank you so much for your continued support. Remember to keep sharing, keep liking, keep commenting, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, guys, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.